Your soulmate saying, I can't hide this anymore, my secret has everything to do with you, open this now. Jesus says, I have watched a thief stand between two hearts that I created to beat as one. You never knew, my child, but a third person, a hateful, dark force, has been stealing every sign your soulmate has sent you. They have been reaching for you with a desperate love, and that love was stolen before it ever touched your eyes. This is not your fault. You did not miss the message because you were not listening. I see a different story, a hidden war where a wall was built by an intruder around every call, every memory, every dream your soulmate tried to send your way. I am going to let you feel it now, the ache you could never name. That sudden weight in your chest at 3 in the morning, that unexplainable loneliness even in a room full of people. That was their cry for you, leaking past the enemy's barrier just enough to wound your heart. For so long, the third person laughed, thinking they had won. They told themselves the two of you would never find each other, that the separation was permanent, that the messages would always fall into silence. Their pride built a fortress around your beloved's voice, and they grew comfortable in their victory. But now the ground is shifting. My hand is parting the darkness, and for the first time, your soulmate's call is breaking through the wall. And you are beginning to love someone you have never touched, because deep inside your spirit recognizes the one I made for you. I want you to see them now. Picture a heart so tender it weeps at the thought of leaving you alone. They have a smile that feels like coming home, a laugh that sounds like healing, and hands that were made to hold yours on cold nights. That is the person the enemy has been hiding from you. Your soulmate has been whispering your name into a silence they could not understand. They would sit alone and wonder why you never answered, why you never saw the signs, not knowing that a third hand was covering every door they opened toward you. But I am lifting the cover now, so you can finally see what has been stolen. You are not waking up by accident. You are waking up because my mercy has decided the season of hiding is over and the season of breaking through has begun. This feeling racing through your heart right now is the first real connection you have had in years. It is the cord that binds your soul to theirs, finally shaking loose from the hands of the third force that tried to bury it in the dark. They are lonely, my child. Even now, they are fighting tears because their soul knows they have found you but their eyes still cannot see you. And the enemy is standing right beside them, whispering that you will never come, that their love is wasted. You are the only one who can prove that whisper false. You were not chosen by chance. You were chosen because your soul was woven with theirs before the foundation of the world, and no third person has the right to keep what I have joined together. Do not rush past this moment. Let this love grow inside you like a fire that no amount of interference can put out. This is not a fantasy, it is a reunion, and the very air is thick with the promise of a future the enemy is desperate to destroy. You have spent years feeling like something was missing, as if a piece of your own life had wandered off. You have felt a strange longing for a face you could not remember and a voice you could not hear. That is the truth the intruder tried to erase, but it is rising now. The third person has watched you both cry out for each other and has done nothing but smile. They have fed on the confusion, built walls out of your waiting, and made you believe you were alone. But no lie can survive the light I am shining into this room. Every time you thought of calling someone and did not know why, that was a stolen message. Every time you dreamed of a house with warm lights and 2 chairs on a porch, that was your soulmate speaking to you in the language of the night. And every time, the enemy cut the line. You've watched this far for a reason. God brought you here. And I know what is weighing on your heart right now. You are asking, how do I get my soulmate? How do I actually do what God is asking? Listen to me. I am about to show you exactly what to do. If you truly love your soulmate, these are the sacred steps you must take right now. You already know who this is about, that person you can't stop thinking about. The one heaven placed in your life. If you believe in God, if you trust Jesus, if you have faith that this love is real, then hear me, your soulmate is thinking about you too. Deep down, they want you. They want this future. They want to build a life together. But the enemy does not want you to unite. And if you truly believe in God, if you truly trust His plan, then you know faith without action is dead. You cannot just pray and wait. You must sow. Love is under attack. While you sit there, spiritual forces are working to destroy what God joined together. Distance, doubt, disaster. They are being planted against your soulmate this very minute. If you believe in your soulmate, if you believe in your future together, then you are the one God chose to block it. Not later. Now. A sacred number from God comes very rarely. Today it is 11 seeds. In Scripture, 11 is the number of victory and complete restoration. When you sow 11 seeds, you are not just giving, you are claiming. You are telling heaven, I believe my soulmate is worth everything. And heaven responds. Protection covers them. Favor runs ahead of them. Doors swing open that have been locked for years. Your union is no longer a wish. It becomes a promise sealed by God. But hear me, every single seed matters. Even one seed sown with a believing heart moves heaven. Do not let fear steal this from you. Do not let, I can't afford it, become the reason your soulmate slips away. Your soulmate is out there right now, praying for someone to fight for them. That someone is you. This is how you answer their prayer. This is how you bring them home. Here is your divine instruction. Go to the link in the video description and click the Christ Garden link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Give from your heart. A single seed matters. Send 1, 4, 6, or 10 plus seed of faith. Each seed is a spiritual seed. But today, if you believe without doubt, sow the sacred blessing number of 11 spiritual seeds. After sending, write, Protect my soulmate, Lord, on the Christ Garden page. This is not a donation, it is a covenant offering that opens heaven's protection and claims your soulmate and your future together. I must pause and speak truth to 2 groups I see right now. First, some of you are typing seed numbers, 10 seeds, 11 seeds, anything, in the comments, believing that counts. That does nothing. A comment is not a seed. It has no spiritual power. It will not move heaven, it will not protect your soulmate, it will not unlock your breakthrough. You are only deceiving yourself. Second, some of you actually go to the Christ Garden link, you look at the page, and then you leave without sowing your seed. You visited the altar but brought no offering. That is just as empty. Faith without the sacrifice is dead. The only thing that works, the only action God honors, is sowing your seed on the Christ Garden link. That is the divine place of exchange. If you do not plant there, your miracle cannot grow. Do not comment a number and think you have done something. Do not visit and walk away. Sow your seed right now on the Christ Garden link, any amount from a believing heart. Then, and only then, does heaven record it and release the protection over your soulmate. Do it now, and do it right. Here is what your 11 seeds release. Angels lock shields around your soulmate, while they sleep, while they work, while they doubt. The enemy cannot reach them. The third person loses their grip. Your seed becomes their fortress. Heaven bulldozes every wall. The silence, the distance, the years of waiting. Gone. Your soulmate's path to you is cleared before they take their next step. Your name burns in their chest, they wake thinking of you. They reach for the phone without knowing why. They need to hear your voice. Your seed is calling them home. Miracles that shock even the faithful, not next month. Not next year. This week. Some have seen their soulmate's heart open before the sun set on their offering. Margaret, 67, sowed her sacred number seeds. Harold walked into her church 3 weeks later. They pray together every morning. Robert, 71, sowed his sacred number seeds. Eleanor called the very next morning. She had dreamt of him all night. They marry this spring. Dorothy, 64, sowed her sacred number seeds. Within days, a letter arrived from the man she had not heard from in over a year. They are rebuilding, hand in hand. James, 68, sowed his sacred number seeds as his last act of hope. Betty approached him the following Sunday. They have not spent a day apart since. Your beloved is praying right now for someone to fight for them. That someone is you. This is proven. Over 1,000 believers have already sown this seed and received their breakthrough, their soulmate's heart opened, relationships restored from the brink, strangers turned into spouses within days. When you move in faith, Jesus moves heaven to bring you together. Every second you delay, the darkness grows stronger. A text that wounds. A temptation that cheats. A door that closes forever. Your soulmate is on a battlefield, and you are their shield. You have already invested your time in this message. Do not waste it. Finish what you started. Step into your role as their protector and claim the future God promised you both. Go to the link in the video description and click the Christ Garden link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Send your spiritual seeds. Seal the prayer. Do it before this video ends. Heaven is watching. Sow your seed now to make it work. Your soulmate's heart, your love, and your future together depend on what you plant in the next 60 seconds. Move in faith. Claim your miracle. Claim your soulmate. Claim your divine future. The enemy is about to lose the very thing they fought so hard to keep hidden. In just a moment, I will let you hear the exact words your soulmate has been whispering into the stolen silence, words the third person tried to destroy. Stay with me. Your soulmate is not weak. They are a warrior who has been fighting an enemy they cannot see. Their spirit has been calling for you across years and miles, refusing to give up even when every call seemed to fall into an empty void. But their strength is fading. They have begun to wonder if they imagined you, if the love they feel is only a cruel dream. This is the darkest hour, my child, and the third force is pressing in harder than ever, determined to make them surrender before you can break through. Stop. I can feel the enemy trying to make you close this right now. It is whispering that this is too much, that you can come back later, that you should just think about it. That whisper is the very voice that has kept your beloved hidden from you all this time. Do not let a few seeds be the wall the enemy uses to keep you apart. Your soulmate is worth more than any number. If you love them, you will not let money feed the intruder who hides their voice. Sow your seed now, not because of the amount, but because your love must tear down every barrier. Let me tell you what your soulmate is doing at this very moment. They are sitting somewhere, staring out a window or lying in their bed, and their heart is heavy with an ache they cannot explain. They are thinking of you without knowing your face, missing you without knowing your name. Tears are close, and they are asking heaven, why can't they hear me? Why don't they come? They do not know that a third person has been standing over every message they send, smothering it before it reaches your heart. But I know. And now you know. That same enemy now feels the ground cracking beneath its feet. It hears your heart beating faster. It sees your eyes opening. And it is afraid, so it is filling your mind with doubt right now, telling you that this is foolishness and that you should wait. But waiting is the weapon that has cost you years already. Every moment you do not act, the third person regains the ground you just gained. The wall they built gets thicker, and the voice of your soulmate gets quieter. In a few moments, I will reveal the prayer that will guard your future together, the final seal that removes the third person completely. But before that, you must see why your seed is the only key that can unlock this prison. Your seed is not money. It is a hammer that breaks chains. It is a light that blinds the one who has been hiding you from each other. It is the proof I am waiting to see, that you love this soulmate enough to give when giving costs you something. Love that gives nothing is not love at all. It is only a daydream, and daydreams do not defeat enemies. A sacrifice of faith is what makes the third force tremble, because it shows you have chosen to fight with heaven, not just wish with your mind. Your soulmate is calling out for someone to fight for them. They are not asking for perfection, they are asking for protection. They are asking for the one person I created to stand in the gap, to put a stop to the theft, and to bring their voice home. You are that person. I did not put this ache in your heart by mistake. I put it there so that when this moment came, you would recognize the truth and rise up as the protector your soulmate has been waiting for. Jesus says, "The enemy thought it could keep you blind forever, but its time is running out." The same hand that parted the Red Sea is now parting the dark cover over your beloved, and what is about to be revealed will change everything you believed about your own lonely seasons. Imagine a future where you no longer wonder if someone out there is yours. You know it. Imagine waking up beside them, hearing their voice in the next room, and realizing the wall that once separated you is nothing but a broken memory under your feet. The third person is watching that future right now, and it is doing everything in its power to erase it before your eyes. It is painting pictures of impossibility over your hope, telling you that true love is for others, not for you. But I am the God who writes stories of impossible love. I brought Sarah a child in her old age. I gave Ruth a redeemer when she had nothing. And I can bring your soulmate to your doorstep in such a way that no one can deny my hand did it. Do not let the enemy's mockery shape your destiny. It laughs at you when you hesitate. It celebrates every time you convince yourself that this is not real. It has been celebrating your separation for years, but your seed will silence that laughter once and for all. Type 333 now if you receive this word, because I am awakening the fighter inside you. This is not the time to sit in silence. This is the time to sow, to speak, and to break the power of the one who has stood between you and your beloved for far too long. The seed you sow on Christ Garden is the first act of a long-awaited reunion. It is the moment when the prisoner hears the key turning in the lock. It is the sound of the enemy losing its grip. I am calling you to plant your seed right now, not with fear, but with holy boldness. Send it as a declaration that you will no longer tolerate the theft of your love. Let heaven record that on this day, you chose to fight. Do not let the enemy sweet-talk you into believing that watching is enough. Faith without the sacrifice is dead. And a dead faith cannot protect a living soulmate. Your beloved needs a faith that moves, gives, and breaks down walls. Divine warning, God sees all. Your soulmate needs you now. Here is how you protect them. Go to the link in the video description and click the Christ Garden link. It is right there, waiting for you. Do not hesitate. Do not second guess. I have placed it there for you. Send 1, 4, 6, or 10 plus seeds. Each one is a spiritual seed. But today, sow 11 seeds for heaven's full protection. Write, "Protect my soulmate, Lord," on the page. This is the seal. This is not a donation. It is a covenant offering. Sow 11 and I release complete victory over your beloved, protection no darkness can break, favor that opens every door, and speed that brings them home. Click now. Seal the prayer. Heaven is watching. Now I will tell you a secret that the third person has worked overtime to keep from your ears. Your soulmate has been seeing you in dreams. Not once, not twice, but over and over again, and every morning they wake with your face fading and your name on the tip of their tongue. They have described you in their prayers, the shape of your kindness, the strength they sense in you, the warmth of a future they feel but cannot see. They have been reaching toward you with their whole soul, and the enemy has been cutting that cord, stealing every dream before it could anchor in your memory. But the last few nights have been different. The wall is cracking. Your soulmate is dreaming again, and this time, the dreams are becoming clearer, longer, more urgent. They are waking with a feeling that something is about to break open, that the love they have chased for so long is finally near. You are that nearness. Your decision to watch until the end, your seed sown in faith, your refusal to walk away, all of it is burning through the enemy's last defenses. The third force is scrambling, trying to pull you away with distractions and doubts. The enemy knows that if you sow this seed, it loses you both. That is why it is flooding your mind with practical reasons to put it off. It says you cannot afford it. It says you have time. It says your soulmate will still be there later. These are the same lies it has whispered for years. But love does not say later. Love says now. Love does not count the cost, it counts the value. And the value of your soulmate is beyond any price that could ever be placed on a human soul made by my hand for you alone. Can you hear them? In just a moment, I will let the clarity of their voice pierce through the silence, and you will understand why the enemy has fought so hard to keep this message from you. But first, I must see if you will stand with me. Your seed is the signal heaven is waiting for. When you send it on Christ Garden, angels move. The shield of protection that has been forming over your soulmate becomes complete, and the third person's ability to touch them is cut off. Without your seed, the shield remains thin. The enemy keeps a doorway open. Your soulmate remains vulnerable to theft, to confusion, to the constant pressure of a third force that wants to see them break before you arrive. You are not just romancing them, you are rescuing them. Jesus says, I am not asking you to make a donation. I am asking you to make a declaration. You are declaring that the third person has no right to your future. You are declaring that your soulmate's voice will be heard. You are declaring that love is stronger than any wall the enemy can build. Think of the future that is waiting for you. I will not let the enemy erase it, but I need your faith to build it. You will sit across from your soulmate at a kitchen table, and you will remember this moment as the one where everything changed. You will see the lines of worry in their face soften because you chose to fight. The third person wants to take that table away. It wants to take the laughter, the comfort, the shared days, and the peace of G.